class?
So far in the dialogue class, it's been pretty good, I'd say, overall. I do feel like we're still getting to know each other, so there's not that much interaction between us, but as the weeks go on, I feel like we'll definitely get closer. So far, I feel like I have been contributing my opinions. For the most part, I try not to be too vocal because I don't want to overpower others in the class. And I feel like some people in the class, like, they're very boisterous and they do need to step back a little bit and let others talk, like the more quieter ones talk. But if need be, I'll definitely speak up more if I have to, if I feel like it's necessary at the time. But like I said earlier, like, my observations of the whole class, I feel like people are starting to warm up, starting to feel more comfortable talking to each other. And I also feel like some people are very, very, very boisterous, and they kind of need to tone it back a little bit because they're always talking, always, trying to answer, and which is not a bad thing, but when you're the only one doing it, like, constantly, I mean, it gets kind of annoying just always hearing the same voice all the time. I mean, I personally don't like hearing the same voice all the time, so. And that's just what I've been observing. I feel like the dynamics in the class, I don't know yet. I'm still kind of figuring it out. I definitely feel like I know who the stronger, boisterous people are, and who are the quieter ones who hesitate to speak. But just my assumptions. I could be wrong. They just may not be comfortable yet. As far as us engaging in dialogue, not really, not yet. It's like one or two people may say like two words to each other or something, and then, like, we're moving on. It's never like a full-blown conversation going on about a specific topic. And I understand, like, it's a time class, so some things you don't have time to go in depth about, but just in general, I don't feel like we've reached dialogue level yet. Not yet. We're getting there, but not yet. One thing I do feel like we should keep doing is continuing these conversations, even if they're outside of class, because that's honestly, like, the only way we'll actually even get to know each other is if we talk to each other. So I think just as far as, like, patterns to change to achieve getting to dialogue, I think the icebreakers do help. Like the one that we did this week, I really liked it because you kind of got to see how many people, like, thought like you, had the same opinions as you, and and it kind of made you more comfortable around the people because you realize, like, hey, they're not that much different from me. So if we do more exercises like that, I do feel like we can get more comfortable talking about different issues and things like that. So yeah.